Chosen one, this message did not arrive randomly, and you did not press play by accident. There is a divine precision wrapped around this moment, an intentional alignment between heaven's timing and your awareness. What you are hearing now was released with your name already attached to it, assigned to find you at this exact crossroads in your life. This is not a general word drifting through the air. This is a targeted confirmation meant to meet you where you are standing internally, even if your external world still looks the same. God has been speaking quietly to your spirit long before this message reached your ears, and what you are feeling right now is resonance, truth recognizing truth. There is a divine relocation forming around you and your family, not as an impulse decision or sudden disruption, but as a carefully orchestrated unfolding. You may have tried to explain away the sensations, the thoughts, the inner knowing, but this is not imagination. This is revelation. This is God preparing you for movement before motion ever begins. The restlessness, the awareness that something is shifting, the sense that you are nearing the end of a chapter, none of it is accidental. Heaven does not rush, but it also does not waste time. You are standing in a moment where timing matters, where attention matters, where listening matters. That is why you are being asked to stay until the end, because clarity often comes in layers, and confirmation completes what curiosity begins. As you listen, allow your spirit to engage fully. If this word aligns with what you have been sensing, activate agreement, comment, type 99 as a prophetic seal, like this message as a signal of alignment, and subscribe not out of routine, but recognition. This is not just information, it is instruction. This is not just encouragement, it is positioning. And as this word continues, you will begin to understand that what is unfolding is not something you are forcing, it is something you are being invited into, chosen one. It is essential that you understand the nature of what is happening so you do not mislabel obedience as instability or faith as restlessness. This move forming around you is not a reaction to pressure, conflict, or dissatisfaction. It is a response to divine leading. There is a clear difference between fleeing a situation and being guided into a new one, and your spirit already knows which one this is. When God leads, He does so with order, with peace, and with an inner clarity that does not depend on external validation. Even if the details are still unfolding, there is a calm beneath the uncertainty, a steadiness beneath the questions. That is how you know this is divine. You are not being pushed out by circumstances. You are being pulled forward by purpose. This relocation involves your entire household because God is not just moving an individual, He is repositioning a family line. What is coming next requires collective alignment, shared peace, and a unified environment. This move is spiritual before it is physical, generational before it is geographical. God does not uproot without intention, and He does not relocate without provision. There is a divine order surrounding this transition that ensures nothing is missing and nothing is wasted. The place you are leaving served its assignment, even if it held both blessings and burdens. And the place you are being led to is not simply a change of scenery, it is a shift in capacity, access, and alignment. You are not abandoning anything, you are completing something. And when God leads, He goes ahead of you, preparing what you cannot yet see while steadying what you already feel. This move is not about escape, it is about obedience. And obedience always carries peace. Before suitcases are packed or addresses are changed, God speaks through sensation, atmosphere, and subtle internal shifts. One of the earliest signs of divine relocation is when the environment you are in begins to feel different, not hostile, not unsafe, just unfamiliar in a way that cannot be explained logically. Your home may no longer feel like a place of rest, but a place of transition. The comfort you once felt has softened, replaced by an awareness that something is concluding. This is not dissatisfaction, it is wholly discontent. Your spirit is responding to growth, signaling that you are no longer meant to remain where you are. Sleep may be interrupted, not by anxiety, but by insight. You may wake with thoughts about the future, clarity about what no longer fits, or a strange sense of anticipation without a clear reason. Familiar surroundings may look the same, but feel different, as though you are seeing them through new eyes. Doors may be closing quietly, plans losing momentum, opportunities dissolving, conversations ending without conflict. This is not punishment or loss. It is redirection. God often removes attachment gently when He knows you are listening. The closing of doors is not rejection, it is protection from settling too soon. When the familiar no longer satisfies, it is not because it failed. It is because it fulfilled its purpose. These signs are not meant to alarm you, they are meant to prepare you. They are the early whispers of movement, the subtle confirmations that your season is changing. When God initiates a relocation that involves destiny, He speaks to the household before He changes the address. You may notice that your children are becoming more sensitive, more introspective, or more emotionally aware without being able to articulate why. They may ask unexpected questions, show deeper emotions, or seem unusually perceptive. Your partner may experience vivid dreams, sudden thoughts about change, or an unexplainable sense that something new is approaching. Even pets may respond, becoming restless, attentive, or unusually connected. This is not imagination. Creation responds to divine movement. God prepares spirits before circumstances, alignment before logistics. Even when only one person consciously recognizes the call, the entire household feels the shift. This is because the move is not just about location. It is about atmosphere, peace, and collective well-being. God does not divide families when He relocates them, He synchronizes them. What you are witnessing is preparation happening beneath awareness, spirits aligning before minds fully understand. Trust what you're sensing. God is already speaking to everyone involved, even if they cannot yet put it into words. One of the clearest confirmations that a season is ending is when grace begins to lift from a place. What once felt easy now feels heavy. What once energized you now drains you. Familiar routines no longer restore your spirit, and the silence feels louder than before. This does not mean the place is wrong or that something has gone wrong. It means the assignment is complete. Grace lifts gently, not to punish, but to prevent stagnation. God removes the comfort so you will not confuse familiarity with alignment. You may feel a growing sense that you have outgrown this chapter, that remaining would require shrinking parts of yourself that were meant to expand. This transition is not about what failed, it is about what is next. You are not being removed, you are being released. And when grace lifts, it is an invitation to move forward, not a condemnation of where you have been. The discomfort is not rejection, it is confirmation that you are ready. God does not keep His people where they no longer grow. He calls them onward, always with purpose, always with peace. Chosen one, the place you are being led to is not merely an upgrade in comfort or appearance. It is a prophetic environment designed to support who you are becoming. This is not about square footage, location status, or external validation. It is about alignment. The new place carries a frequency that matches your next level of obedience, clarity, and expansion. God never relocates His people randomly. He positions them intentionally. The space prepared for you is necessary because the current environment can no longer contain the weight of what is developing within you and your family. You may not yet have full details, but your spirit already recognizes the difference. The new place will feel lighter, not because life becomes effortless, but because resistance decreases. Your thoughts will breathe differently there. Your family will rest differently there. Creativity, peace, and vision will flow without the constant friction you have grown accustomed to. This space was prepared before you knew you needed it, long before you articulated the desire, long before the prayer became conscious. God does not wait for urgency to prepare provision. The environment you are moving into will support your calling rather than compete with it. You will notice that decisions become clearer, conversations more purposeful, and rest more restorative. This place is not just shelter, it is strategy. It is a container for destiny, a quiet partner in your obedience. The walls will not echo old battles, they will hold new beginnings. The atmosphere will invite prayer, clarity, and peace without effort. This is a place where your family spirit can stretch without strain, where growth does not feel like survival. You are not just relocating, you are being positioned in a space that agrees with heaven's plan for your household. One of the greatest confirmations that this relocation is divine is that provision is being arranged alongside obedience, not ahead of it. God rarely funds comfort before faith, He funds movement after agreement. This is why things may feel tight, unclear, or paused just before acceleration. Pressure often precedes birth. What you perceive as delay is not denial. It is divine protection aligning every detail so nothing collapses under premature movement. God is not withholding, He is coordinating. Unexpected approvals, helpers, and favor are already assigned to this transition, waiting for the precise moment they are needed. You will notice that when you take one obedient step, the next piece appears not all at once, but enough to keep you moving. This is intentional. God trains trust through sequence, not shortcuts. Finances, timing, paperwork, conversations, and opportunities will begin to align in ways that feel effortless compared to past struggles. Doors that once required force will open quietly. People will assist without being asked. Solutions will surface without strain. This is not luck, it is provision responding to obedience. Even setbacks will reveal themselves as redirections, steering you away from unnecessary stress or misalignment. Remember, God is more invested in this move than you are. He is not just providing resources, He is providing peace, clarity, and coverage. When the timing locks in, things will move quickly, not chaotically, but smoothly. Trust the pace. Divine timing never rushes, and it never arrives late. This move is not primarily about changing where you live, it is about transforming how you live, how you see yourself, and how you carry responsibility. Certain environments cap growth, no matter how familiar or sentimental they feel. You may have noticed that you have been functioning below your capacity, not because of lack of ability, but because the environment could no longer support your expansion. Some places are assignments, not destinations. They serve a purpose for a season, and when that purpose is fulfilled, staying becomes a form of resistance. The weariness you feel is not exhaustion, it is readiness. You are tired of maintaining what no longer stretches you. God is shifting your identity from survival to stewardship, from endurance to expansion. The new environment will mirror this shift. You will notice changes in how you speak, how you decide, how you envision the future. Confidence will feel natural, not forced. You will stop negotiating with limitation and start agreeing with possibility. This relocation is a rite of passage, marking the end of one identity and the emergence of another. You are not losing yourself. You are meeting yourself at a higher level of alignment. And your family will rise with you. There is a profound difference between moving and entering, and this distinction matters more than you realize. Moving is about leaving what was. Entering is about receiving what is prepared. Many people move houses, but few truly enter spaces with expectation, peace, and spiritual awareness. This transition you are experiencing is not driven by effort or urgency. It is guided by obedience. When you enter the new place, you will feel it immediately. There will be a sense of arrival that does not need explanation. The rooms will feel familiar, even if they are new. Peace will greet you before furniture does. Rest will come without permission. This is because the place was prepared with you in mind. Divine design leaves evidence. You will notice that certain rooms invite prayer, others creativity, others rest. Nothing will feel accidental. This is not just a home, it is a dwelling aligned with your next assignment. You are not just changing addresses, you are stepping into a prepared space where grace is already active. Entering requires surrender, not striving. And once you enter, you will realize that the waiting was worth it. There were moments, quiet ones, when you almost settled. Almost convinced yourself that staying was easier than moving, safer than trusting, more practical than believing. You may have even labeled it contentment when it was actually compromise. But God interrupted, gently yet firmly, because permanence was never the plan. What you learned in this place mattered. The growth, the endurance, the lessons, all of it was necessary. But shrinking to remain would have violated who you are becoming. That internal refusal you felt was not rebellion. It was discernment. God will not allow His chosen ones to confuse comfort with calling. The interruptions, delays, and disruptions were acts of mercy, preventing you from building permanence in a temporary assignment. You were never meant to stay, you were meant to prepare. And now, as you stand on the edge of movement, you can look back without regret, knowing that nothing was wasted. The old place did its job. And now, so will the new. Chosen one, when a divine relocation is truly in motion, confirmation does not come from a single dramatic sign. It arrives through repetition, echo, and convergence. You may have noticed that conversations about moving, relocating, or starting over have begun to increase around you, even when you are not the one initiating them. People mention change casually, neighbors pack boxes unexpectedly, familiar places empty out, and subtle signals stack up until coincidence becomes impossible to ignore. Emails arrive at the right moment, opportunities resurface after being forgotten, or information finds you without effort. These are not random occurrences, they are environmental echoes responding to your alignment. As your frequency rises, access increases, and the environment begins to mirror what is happening internally. This is how God confirms direction, through patterns, not pressure. You may also feel resistance intensifying at the same time. Doubt may whisper louder, obstacles may briefly appear, and unexpected complications may surface. Do not misinterpret this as a sign to stop. Spiritual resistance often increases right before a breakthrough because gates are guarded and thresholds are protected. The friction is not meant to block you, it is meant to test your discernment. When confirmation multiplies and resistance escalates simultaneously, it is usually a sign that you are approaching something significant. Pay attention to what repeats, what resonates, and what returns even after you try to ignore it. God confirms direction through consistency. What is meant for you will keep finding you. This relocation carries weight far beyond your personal comfort or convenience. It reaches backward into your lineage and forward into your children's future. You are not just changing a location, You are interrupting cycles that have repeated for generations. Patterns of struggle, instability, fear, or limitation are being broken through obedience. Your children are inheriting peace instead of pressure, clarity instead of confusion, safety instead of survival. What you are doing now is answering prayers that were whispered by ancestors who never had the opportunity to see the fulfillment. God often completes generational assignments through one willing heart. By moving when instructed, you are changing the emotional and spiritual environment your family grows in. History shifts when obedience replaces endurance. Your family story will read differently because you listened when it mattered. This is how legacies are rewritten, not through force, but through faith. The ground you are moving onto will support a different narrative, one marked by stability, growth, and rest. You are not abandoning your roots. You are honoring them by stepping into what they prayed for but could not reach. This move is generational alignment in action. You may feel caught between two worlds, pushed by the discomfort of the old and pulled by the promise of the new. This sacred tension is not confusion, it is propulsion. God often stirs the nest when it is time to fly, creating just enough discomfort to move you without overwhelming you. Physical sensations, emotional waves, and heightened awareness may accompany this phase. You may feel restless without being anxious, energized without being settled. This is not disorder, it is direction. Faith is being asked to lead where sight cannot yet confirm. The push you feel is mercy, not pressure. God is making it uncomfortable to stay, so you will not delay obedience. At the same time, He is making the future attractive enough that fear does not dominate your decision. Trust this tension. It is evidence that movement is necessary. When God propels, He also protects. You are not being thrown, you are being guided. As the transition approaches, you may notice a subtle withdrawal happening around you. Invitations decrease. Conversations become fewer. Silence increases. This is not rejection, it is preparation. God often isolates before activation, creating space for clarity, sensitivity, and deep listening. Noise reduces so discernment can sharpen. You may find yourself craving solitude, reflection, or stillness more than social stimulation. This is because your spirit is tuning into direction. Heightened sensitivity is a sign that alignment is near. God speaks most clearly when distractions are minimal. What feels like isolation is actually incubation. He is preparing you privately for a public transition. Trust this quiet season. It is where confidence is built, fear is released, and obedience is strengthened. Listening becomes clearer than noise, and direction becomes undeniable. As alignment deepens, guidance intensifies. Dreams become more vivid. Numbers repeat. Instincts sharpen. You may feel sudden nudges to declutter, organize, or prepare without fully understanding why. These are not random urges, they are supernatural guidance activating readiness. You are being led by presence, not logic. What feels practical is actually prophetic. Decluttering becomes a sacred act, making room for what is coming. Preparation becomes worship, signaling agreement with God's timing. The more you agree internally, the faster things align externally. Sensitivity increases because precision matters now. God is fine-tuning your awareness, so you recognize doors when they open. This is not confusion, it is calibration. Trust what you are sensing. Agreement activates acceleration and obedience shortens distance. You are not guessing, you are being guided. Chosen one. When divine timing locks into place, momentum does not arrive loudly, it arrives smoothly. You may notice sudden bursts of clarity and energy that were not there before, a quiet readiness replacing hesitation. Tasks that once felt heavy now feel manageable, even exciting. This is not adrenaline, it is alignment. God opens windows of opportunity that do not announce themselves with spectacle. The door often appears in ordinary form, a conversation, a message, a subtle opening that requires discernment rather than drama. You are being asked to move when peace signals readiness, not when fear demands certainty. Helpers will appear without introduction, offering assistance, information, or access at exactly the right moment. Divine interruptions may reroute your plans only to reveal better ones. What unfolds now will feel natural, almost understated, because destiny does not need theatrics to be powerful. Humility often hides the most significant doors. As you act in alignment, momentum will build without strain. Each obedient step will unlock the next, creating a flow that confirms you are moving with God, not ahead of Him. This is not forced acceleration. It is divine cooperation. As you move forward, you will begin to realize that the spaces you are entering were prepared long before you arrived. Favor will meet you before questions form. Approval will come without excessive explanation. Recognition will happen quietly, without struggle or self-promotion. This is the authority that comes from obedience. When God relocates His people, He also repositions them in influence, access, and credibility. You will notice that conversations carry weight, decisions are respected, and doors open because alignment speaks louder than credentials. Provision will appear in layers: financial, emotional, relational, and spiritual, ensuring that your family moves together, covered and supported. This is not just blessing, it is stewardship. God is entrusting you with environments that require maturity, peace, and wisdom. You will not have to prove yourself. The atmosphere will recognize you. Favor will feel effortless because it is not earned, it is released. Walk confidently, knowing that what you step into is already agreed with heaven. As the transition nears completion, one sign will rise above all others: peace. Not temporary relief, not emotional excitement, but deep, unshakable peace that remains even when details are still unfolding. This peace will confirm that timing is perfect, not rushed, not delayed. What once felt urgent will now feel settled. Attachments to people, places, and routines will release naturally, without bitterness or regret. You will find yourself blessing what you are leaving rather than resenting it. This is readiness. Delays will reveal themselves as protection, and waiting will be understood as preparation. Peace will begin to multiply into joy, creativity, clarity, and provision. You will feel lighter, freer, and more present. When peace leads, alignment follows. This is how you know the move is God-ordained. Anxiety does not accompany divine transitions, assurance does. Chosen one, hear this clearly as a final seal. This is prophecy in motion. What has been forming quietly in your spirit is now aligning in the natural. The new place is not just a destination. It is a calling point, already aware of your arrival. It has been waiting for you, prepared to receive the version of you that emerged through obedience, endurance, and faith. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not missing anything. You are aligned. Trust what has been confirmed, prepare without fear, and move with peace when the time is right. God does not mislead those who listen, and He does not abandon those who obey. This transition will bless your family, secure your future, and honor your faith. The chapter is turning. The door is opening, and you're ready to enter.